Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today's new video is the best prospect in the 2021 NFL Draft, tight end Kyle Pitts. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that like button either now or on your way out, and let's take a look at the highlight package from last year to see why everyone is raving, salivating over this prospect, even over guys like Jamar Chase at the wide receiver position. There hasn't been very many guys in the last 60 years that have gone top 5 at the tight end position. One of them was Mike Ditka, and we know how that turned out. So I want to see what all the hype is about, even though I did watch him this season and in years past. But for all of y'all that maybe didn't really know what Kyle Pitts is all about, let's get it. All right, here we go. Shotgun set. Kyle Trask. Going long, going deep. Oh, baby. Get out of here. Touchdown, Gators. That was fucking incredible. Watch this again. Little fade route. Going up at the top point, the athleticism that this kid has is 10 out of 10. It's actually 11 out of 10. I haven't seen a tight end get raved about. I know Vernon Davis, they raved about him and a few of these other tight ends. Ooh, let's go. Go, go, go. The 10, the 5. Touchdown, Gators. Okay. Play action fake. Go up and get it. Ooh, hit him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, Kyle Pitts. I mean, we're talking Tony Gonzalez. We're talking Travis Kelce. We're talking George Kittle, Mark Andrews, Darren Waller from the Raiders. I think this guy could be top 5 tight end his rookie season. No cap. Ooh! Let's go. Oh, whoa, let's go. Shotgun set. Trask. Floater. Ooh, it's unfair. Double team. It doesn't matter. Let's go. And I know everyone's thinking that maybe he'll go 4 to Atlanta or maybe 5 to the Bengals. But what about the Niners at 3? Oh, let's go. First down, Gators. I know everyone's talking Mac Jones. We're talking Justin Fields. We're talking Trey Lance. All right? But just like in Good Morning Football with Peter Schrager and Kyle Brandt, they said a playoff of the Kibbles and Bits. What about Kittles and Pitts? All right, if you get both of those guys together, you can probably run it with Jimmy G and be just fine. And think about it. If you get Pitts and Kittle, that's 2 of the top 5 tight ends probably in the whole entire league if Pitts ends up panning out, which I know he will. He's got the most talent, and they say out of anyone that's not a quarterback, this is the best player in the 2021 NFL Draft. I love Penei Sewell just as much. The offensive tackle, left tackle for my Oregon Ducks. Woo! But I'm talking about 2 guys that I believe in the most. Kyle Pitts, number 1. Penei Sewell, number 2. But just imagine if the Niners, I know they gave up all those first rounders and all that capital, and they're normally, in most people's train of thought, it's a quarterback. It's a quarterback. But what happens if they go for the best player in the draft? George Kittle, right, when healthy, number 1 or number 2 tight end overall with Travis Kelce. This guy could be better than Darren Waller and Mark Andrews. So just think about that for a second. Go, go, go. The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Gators. You could have George Kittle and Kyle Pitts, who could be 2 of the top 3 tight ends if he ends up showing us what we all think he's going to end up being. That would be dangerous. I know we had Aaron Hernandez and Gronk back in the day with New England with Tom Brady, but this could be taken to a whole nother level. Let's think about that for a second. I don't think people are really taking that option maybe that seriously. Because if Trey Lance ends up being a bust, or Justin Fields is a bust, or Mac Jones is a bust, yeah, I know the Niners, they can put any quarterback in there. They've had Matt Ryan run the system, Kirk Cousins run the system, Jimmy Garoppolo run the system under Kyle Shanahan. But what about getting the best player in the draft in Kyle Pitts? You can light him up at tight end. You can light him up in the slot. You can light him up outside. You can line him up anywhere. And if Kittle has an injury, you're good to go. But then you get 2 of the top 3, possibly, potentially. Oh, look at the athleticism. First down, Gators. I love this kid. His yak yards are off the chain. Athleticism, big body, goes up at the high point. He can run good routes. The only thing that he might not be as great right, going in would be maybe blocking. He might not be like a Gronk at obviously blocking as a tight end, but that'll be something that he can get better and better. He's an offensive weapon. You put him in any offense. And I know the Arizona Cardinals are going to be looking for a weapon too. Don't be surprised if they try to trade up and get Kyler the most weapons as possible. All right, you got D-Hop. Maybe Larry Fitz comes back. But if you get a guy like this who can play tight end or wide receiver, I mean, imagine passing up on Tony Gonzalez in the draft or George Kittle in the draft or Travis Kelce in the draft. Because that's what I'm seeing. Let's go. The hype is real. The hype is real. I'm 150% sold on Kyle Pitts being a superstar in this league. He's going to be a fantasy football dream come true and a nightmare for linebackers all over the NFL. And I kind of like the idea of the Niners grabbing him at 3, even though we know it should be a quarterback. Kittles and Pitts. Kibbles and Bits. Kittles and Pitts has a nice ring to it. Let's go. Touchdown, Gators. But he is the most highly ranked, highly touted tight end maybe ever. You know, with Kuiper and McShay and all these guys raving about him. I mean, he plays like a wide receiver, but he's got the build like a tight end. Nice catch. And he's a game breaker. I know Penei Sewell has a great shot to be a Hall of Famer no matter where he goes. If he goes to the Bengals at 5 or goes somewhere else, I know he's going to be great. He's going to be one of the best offensive linemen like Quentin Nelson is at the guard position for the Colts. But this kid, as far as flair, athleticism, hands, route running, agility, everything. He's got the whole package, baby. He's the total package like Lex Luger. Put him in the torture rack. Let's go. Rock the fucking baby. Let's go, baby. I wish Tampa Bay could get a player like this. No cap. This is the type of player that I want on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but there's no way in hell we're going to get a guy like this. And it doesn't matter where he goes, Atlanta, Cincinnati, he's Miami, Arizona, the Niners. I mean, this guy is a dream come true for any team, and I honestly feel he's the best player in this 2021 draft. I don't care where he goes. But where he does fall, Kyle Pitts, right? Matt Ryan. If he ends up going somewhere with Jimmy Garoppolo, not as good of a situation, but he can make Jimmy look better, all right? And that's big facts, all right? If he ends up going to the Dolphins, that's another opportunity there that he can end up shining with Tua. If he ends up going to the Bengals, right, Joe Burrow, you know, maybe he can get some resurgent there, even though they need blocking up front with Penei Sewell, and maybe even going to a team like the Cardinals. Could you imagine Kyler, right? You got James Atamaneda-Kana, Chase Edmonds, and then you get Larry Fitz maybe for one more year if he comes back, D-Hop, right, Andy Isabella, Christian Kirk. And then you add this piece, Kyle Pitts, they definitely would be one of the favored teams to end up making a playoff push if Kyle Pitts goes to Arizona. So think about that. Arizona and the San Francisco 49ers. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but I could see it happening. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. And comment below, what's the best fit for Kyle Pitts? It's literally anywhere. I mean, obviously we know the Jags are going Trevor Lawrence. We know more than likely it's going to be Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, more than likely to the Jets, but probably Zach Wilson. And then at 3, who knows? Mac Jones, Trey Lance. It could be Justin Fields. But if you pass up on the best player in the draft, Kyle Pitts, I mean, just imagine Kittle and Pitts, Kibbles and Bits, Kittles and Pitts. It has a nice ring to it. Comment below where you think the best fit would be. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. NWSF Chain Gang, Kyle Pitts approved. I'll be back. Peace. Kyle Pitts, damn, he's good.